welcome. Today's lesson, we're talking about quarter notes, and you use quarter notes all the time in music. So it's one of the most famous little notes. So we are going to learn about it and get really good at them, and we get to play the song Haydn Symphony number 94. Now, that probably doesn't mean anything to you right now, but when you hear it, you'll say, oh, I've heard this before. So it's also a little famous classical piece, and it should be pretty fun to learn. I'm excited about today's lesson, so let's get started. Once again, we're going to start our lesson today with a little Apple Play-Doh dollar bill demonstration. So go ahead and grab your Play-Doh, and once again, make it into your whole note, or your whole apple, okay? And we are going to divide it up again into 4. My poor little rubber banded apple. Okay, he can be 4 counts. So this one, you're gonna go ahead and cut into 4 pieces again. Okay, they're still all together. All right, now we're ready. So we're talking about quarter notes today, and a quarter means that you've divided something into 4 pieces. So I want you to imagine that there are 4 people who all want this apple, okay? So I have my whole note. There's 4 people that want that apple. Okay, I've divided it into, it has 4 beets. So how many beets would each person get? How many apple slices would each person get? They would each get 1. Okay, so if everybody gets a quarter of the apple, they get 1 piece. Okay, so here's my Play-Doh, same thing. If I divided it up into 4 slices, into quarters, each person would get 1 quarter. Same with the dollar bill, and that's where these quarters got their name. A quarter, these are quarters of a dollar, okay? 4 pieces, a dollar split into 4 are quarters. So if I had 4 people, each person would get 1 quarter, and a quarter is worth 1. Okay? 1 piece. It's just 1 piece of the whole. So we are now talking about quarter notes. So if you'll go ahead and turn with me to page 56, you'll see on the top that I have my whole note, which represents the whole apple, and we'd count 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a half note, which is half the apple, which is 2 counts, 1, 2. And then I have a quarter note, which is 1 slice of the apple and just gets 1 count. Now, looking at that quarter note, the difference in how it looks is just that it is filled in. So it's the same as a half note, just filled in. So a whole note filled in with a stem is a quarter note. Here on our light bulb, it says quarter notes are filled in half notes to get 1 count. Okay, super easy, super easy. Next to our star, it says turn each of the notes into quarter notes by filling in the middle and adding a stem. Now, you have to remember the stem rules that we just learned. So below, number 2, you're going to fill in the missing counts below the stave. So underneath here, we have a bunch of whole notes that we need to turn into half notes by coloring them in and adding the stem. So you're going to go ahead and do that, and then write in the missing counts underneath, and then we'll go to the next page. Before starting our song, we're going to help ourselves play it a little bit easier by first listing the counts underneath the notes. So start at the top, and you'll see you have some lines underneath each of those notes. So you'll be counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then your half note is going to get the 3, 4. So before we sit down at the piano, go ahead and finish this, finish writing in those counts, and then meet me at the piano. Today on page 57, we are learning the song Haydn Symphony number 94. So Haydn is the composer, and he wrote a lot of symphonies, apparently, at least 94 of them, so that's pretty amazing. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and learn this one. What we'll do, we need to kind of review for just a second. Let's just talk about our different characters. Let's find chest. Okay, chest. And what's above chest? We have dolphin, egg, fish, guitar. Okay, and that's as far as we'll need to go there. Okay, so and then going lower, we have the chest, we have the boat, anchor, ground. Okay, so for today, I want you to go ahead and put your thumb of your right hand on the chest. And then we're going to put the thumb of the left hand on the boat. So get your fingers used to it. Thumb has chest, D, dolphin, eggs, fish, guitar, right? Boat, anchor, ground. So just make sure you know where your fingers are. We're going to take this really slow. We're working on our quarter notes, which get one count. So every time we count those quarter notes, we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4. Each of them get one beat. So there are a few half notes in there, so make sure if you play the half notes, you give those the 2 beats. Okay? 3, 4, or 1, 2. All right? So let's just start out slow, and here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Chest, chest, egg, egg, G, G, E. Good. F, F, D, D, B, B. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, let's play it one more time together. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fish, fish, dolphin, boat, chest, eggs, chest. Very good. Okay, let's turn on a beat. Okay, can you hear it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, ready? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. Nice job. So just get that practiced up, pass it off with a partner, and then you'll be ready for the next lesson. Nice work. Once again, we've made it to the end of a lesson, so great job making it through. Hopefully you learned a lot about quarter notes. And again, I want you to practice your song, Haydn Symphony No. 94, until it's ready to be passed off. So just a reminder, as you're playing, make sure whoever is listening to you is listening for your rhythm. So your timing, making sure you have your timing right, especially right now while we're learning about timing. And then reading your notes, okay, if you're getting all your notes correct. And then just how you're playing it. Make sure you're playing with curved fingers, sitting in the correct position. You got your elbows. We haven't talked about that since the beginning, but make sure you've got your elbows there and you're playing in a correct position and in a nice manner, right? Like however that song should sound. play that expression. So anyways, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I can't wait for next lesson. We have one more little note to go before we're done with this section and do some reviews. So I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.